Hey, how's it going, Maximus Rest? This is Rock coming in with another replay review. This one here is from your match against Cats on My Keyboard, Game 2, Volskya Foundry. I heard good things about this one. I absolutely hate that the old replays don't let me use the new user interface, but we'll make it work. Um, so, well, as always, we want to talk about the map first, as well as win conditions and how our team's supposed to be playing the map. So, based on what we're looking at here, um, you guys have variance. That means you're a pick comp. There's no really other way around it. You can be all in to a bit just because you have Gazlo, so you can be a little bit of a pick or all in. But your main goal is to get a taunt and then blow up somebody. You've got huge amounts of layers of CC. You want to team fight like crazy. The one thing you probably have to be careful of is your wave clear is not as fast. Deathwing needs some levels. Gazlo needs a few levels. So and then Mink doesn't really wave clear, right? So that's one thing you're gonna have to watch out for as you're playing this game. They do have a wave clear advantage over you, and the reason that matters is that Volskya Foundry, the objective actually isn't very strong. It's one of the things that's sad slash interesting about the map is that the objective doesn't scale very well, and so a lot of teams will actually opt to push opposite lanes or to get a lot of value on the map when there is no objective or while the objective's up. So with your team being so team fight heavy, you probably want to look for picks and look for things at the objective. But you know, it's like getting in the objective may not be the strongest thing for you, especially since we have a Deathwing. So I was gonna say the next big thing about this map is camps, which obviously we're pinging about camps. We see Joe is in the bush there. Um, I'm not quite sure how you see Joe there. Do I not have the right vision? I don't. Whoops, you guys just walked past Joe twice. Neither of you saw that Joe was there. So, my bad on the vision there. But yes, so obviously camps are the most important thing on this map just because they generate so much XP and they also give the ability to... Oh, we ended up dying there too. Uh, they end up giving all the toys, and so the toys end up helping us win the objective. So yes, we definitely want to be taking the camp on cooldown as fast as we can. So now that we're not cheating, let's go back. Okay, so we didn't check that Joe was in the bush, so we found Joe. We're starting this camp with probably the two worst campers on our team, right? And then we switched from doing the camp to killing Joe. We had a really good body block here, so we had a chance to get a kill on Joe. And then we gave up our body block positioning, right? Like you don't need to auto attack back. You're playing in ranged form, so like you gave up your body block position to stop these guys from coming in to queue diagonally, right? So as Mike would, and we just don't have the ability to really get the kill there. And so because we gave up our body block positioning, W star dies, right? So, and then we're chasing for kills all pre-4, right? We're really not much of a fighter. Like, Beluga Dog here is not stronger than a melee minion until 4, and because we get pushed off the point, we end up losing it. So, one of the things you just need to make sure you guys are focusing on is what's the call? Are we playing for the pick? Are we playing for the camp? Because if we're playing for the camp, right, we want to have our campers on the camp. Yes, Ming can start the camp and, like, shoot the camp, but, like, Ming can't win the camp. We do not have taunt yet. Yeah, he's gone. So that's just something to be aware of, right? So they use their turret to get a turret. They're up a full level at this point, mainly from XP stuff. But honestly, it's not the end of the world. You guys don't come online until 4, and so now that we have our taunt silence combo, we definitely want to be looking for picks, looking for kills. So if we find something, that's a good task wall to zone and make sure you're not there. So that's unfortunate. With the Stukov, you guys can even go on Joe, right? Like, that's one of the things is usually Joe is unkillable, but since you have the silence, if you can surprise Joe or you can time it to where Joe doesn't have D, like, you can definitely kill Joe with your stuff. Oh, yes, the wonderful interactions with Tassadar. If you're planning on playing Varian, you may... Between Tassadar, Nazebo, what's the other one? There's another one, Leoric. There's a bunch of really silly interactions with Charge you have to watch out for. So, we didn't get our pick. We honestly just need to back up and look for something else. Like this Sonya's super extended top. I would have 100% after we lost this first objective here, and we have our taunt buttons back up, we go kill Sonya. right? It feels very awkward because we're giving the objective, but we're not strong 5v5, right? Like, if for us to be good 5v5s, we need 10s. We are strong getting one pick, right? We're going to get our taunt, throw all of our buttons at that person, and once that person's dead, we win. But we're fighting currently 4v4, and they have a sustained healer in the background. Ours is kind of a mixture of burst and sustain. So, and I see Cowboy rotates first and gets a kill. So I don't know if we communicated that Sonya's on the way, but if we did, we needed to get out of there a lot earlier. So to me, this looks like, again, we're just not playing towards our win condition. Yes, they also had a full level ahead of us, and we're sitting there fighting. But like I said, if you have a Varian, look for individual picks. Don't be trying to force 5v5s. So, so we'll do our best to clear. This early objective shouldn't get a ton. It'll probably get a wall on each side, or at least a tower in the top wall. So, yeah, they'll get the top wall here. But overall, not too bad. Let's see here. I didn't look at Deathwing talents right away. Did we go... So we are going to go Q build. Okay. And then we didn't take armor for their AAs. That's probably fine. Low blow is really strong. Sure. Q here on that is not good, Beluga. We'll have to look at that afterwards. Explodium, coils. Okay, that's all fine. And we're going Calamity with Orb. I think there's a better talent there too, but I'll leave that be for now. Okay, so as they, like I said, first objective doesn't get a lot, right? They got this top wall. Look what Deathwing's doing. Almost the exact same thing, and we weren't even present, right? Like, that first objective is very weak, which is why a lot of the time people will either stall it out to get more time on it, or they will just flat out get value elsewhere and split push. The enemy teams are weakest when they're actually in the protector. Since it takes 2 people to drive, it allows you to potentially go 5v3 and to dive the enemy team. Yes, the protector can use the shield, but there's good opportunities there to get kills. We got our taunt combo, low blow, wasn't enough, unfortunate. So once again, we tried our pick, didn't get it, we walk away. We kind of engaged that pick at low health, right? So we didn't check the bush. We saw Sonya's spear right there. So if we're looking for a pick, right, we got to tell our DPS, I'm looking. Because look where W star is. Look what abilities are up, right? W star is Calamity. So that means that they have to be in melee range to effectively put out the most damage possible, right? So you got the taunt and all the buttons over here, right? Everything from W star lands outside of maybe one Q missile landed on D.Va instead of on the Sonya, right? The stun hit. W star gets scared off from Joe in the back, and then the last one missed. So, yeah. So it's just a mix of, like, being able to play accordingly for what our win condition is. So if we know that our burst is mainly coming from W star and we need Calamity, then we need to be looking for taunts and playing much tighter on Varian's butt. So, okay, they have 10s versus us. Like I said, our wave clear disadvantage is going to hurt us a lot early, and then that will enable them to hypothetically get more camps than us. So we're just going to have to kind of deal. Good job looking for them. We found them, and unfortunately we have to give this camp. We don't have buttons. We don't have 10s. That's a good engage. Oh, the taunt! Maybe. They have the healing item, though. Yeah, it just... If this fight happens again, and we have the Gazla wombo, they all die, right? We just need 10s. As much as it hurts to give up something, it's better to give it up than to give them kills and give it up, because now we're gonna not only lose the item, we potentially lose the XP that we could have been soaking with our stuff, and then we don't have Varian to be able to get kills. So that death lets them push this bottom building. Okay, Varian's back alive. So, they took our toy and got half a building, right? So we just need to be playing a little bit safer. Oh. Falling Sword Joe. That is a good tech into what you guys are running, right? Right? Because you guys are trying to wombo combo potentially off the Gazlowe. And so anytime Joe sees the wombo, because you guys practically have the same cooldown. Yeah, you do. So anytime Joe sees the wombo, Joe just hits Falling Sword. So that's something that you're going to have to play around. You have to either be able to take what they call a two-stage fight, where you get the save blown out, so that way you can do your attack again, or you effectively end up winning because they overcommit or they overengage or they have to use the tool for another reason, right? Like, so if you end up using... Oh, they're diving us into the tower. That's okay. Good positioning. They didn't get their burst kill. Oh, that's unfortunate for Sonya. Yeah, Sonya should... Oh, nope, didn't die. Okay, so what I was saying is that with your two-stage fight, you either need to get the... you need to either fight when it's on cooldown with your wombo, or you get the wombo to be used early, right? Like Joe effectively gave up the engage tool that Joe normally brings to bring a save tool, which is fine, right? They have a medic. Medic can get dove easily. They have Sonya as their potential engage. They have D.Va as their potential engage, especially since Steven went bunny hop. So it works for their draft. So then how do we play around it? What do we need to do differently? So make sure that you guys are constantly checking what ultimates they're picking, and if that changes what we want to do. So. Objectives up. Camp's fine. We're down a level, but we do want to fight pre-13s. So we want to be trying to find them if we can. Find an angle, find something that enables us to do what we're good at, which is to get a pick. So, again, the objective is not the strongest thing in the world, so we don't have to, like, die for the objective. But, so you see their bottom, right? Like, obviously they're knocking down bottom, because either they acknowledge the objective's not worth it, or they saw us rotate and they said, oh, we can probably finish off that building. So, either way. So we siege as well. Good. Don't chase them, because we're not going to be able to catch them. Okay, we're getting building. Yeah, as I say, we need to start backing up, because they will rotate up. So leap hits 2. But W-Star is going to live for now. Dragon comes in. Let's just put it on normal speed. Okay, Wombo hits. There comes the shield. That right there. That Joe just saved 3 players. Right? Like, they still almost died just because of it, but that's the tech of being able to counter what you want to do. And so now that they've missed their load, though, this is our opportunity. Right? They've blown their stuff. Yes, we used our Gravo, but we have a pick comp, so we can get 1 kill. So we might be able to get this Sonya, depending on this. Oh, wow, they actually nano-boosted... Oh, it's AA TAS. Well, no, not really. It's still W TAS. It's the standard TAS, but they at least... They went attack speed on TAS. Archon. That's pretty cool. I like it. Okay. So once again, we have a chance to get a kill. Right? We just need to use it together. So you see them, they're split. Right? So we can, like I said, they're 13s though. So we really want our shield shadow throw on Varian to be able to make Joe a target. Because once Joe becomes a target and Joe has to run away every time that you come in for a taunt, that means you'll have more opportunities to land your Wombo late because he won't have Falling Sword for herself or for the team. She can't use both. So, good job backing up. It sucks giving the objective, like I said, but we need to make sure that we get what we need. So right now the objective's playing like a tug-of-war, right? We have 40%, they have 6%. So we can look on the map and say, what can we get that can help us get to 13s to retake the fight, or who can we find out of position to go get a kill? And so we really should be looking that both of the camps are up, and each of these camps give tons of XP, right? Like, that's one of the unique things about this map. The reason you get the toys so often is the more often you get the toys, the more quickly they'll be up again to be got again, and then on top of that, they give XP. So you really want to make sure that you're on top of your toys. Unfortunate, just missed Cowboy. We see there's 3 here, so we know someone's on the objective. That's a good idea. We're looking for the taunt. Didn't happen. We found this one. There's a stun. Gezel's running away. Gezel's probably dead. Yeah, Gezel's been running. It was unfortunately got stuck. I don't know if it was just the task wall or whatever, but we got stuck going the wrong way. But maybe we trade for IT Cowboy? Nope. He's out. So, okay. Once again, they're on the objective, so that means this is a 4v4 if you decide to fight. But, yes, we should stop fighting where we're not strong and get camps and do stuff. So, it looks like to me, like, you guys honestly have a really good chance of getting this if you just stick to the abilities, right? We now have effectively our power spike. This is where we will be the strongest, right? Any target on their team can now die to a taunt combo, right? Even Joe, because you can shield shatter Joe's shield, right? That's the whole reason you're taking variants. You can now do that. So let's see what they do. They are pushing top. It's 4v4. Can you find a pick, right? That's the goal. Is like you want to get a pick. We start with the silence. Doesn't really taunt them into the silence. Okay, we're doing multiple silences because we got the 13 from Kazla or Stukov. Okay, like I said, they're weakest when they put people in the protector, right? So right now there are 2 people in the protector and 2 out. So if we can find a kill outside the protector, even better. And you see they kind of realize that they're weak too, because they're not even pushing with the protector, right? They're split pushing because they know that if we try and stand near Varian, Varian's just going to kill us. So they're split pushing. Ooh, Diablo, we get a chance here. Task wall, no. There it is. Taunt, 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 taunt. Oh my gosh. There we go. I think that's probably all we get. So, yes, we traded 1 for 1. It's kind of weird. That building was already kind of dead. It's not the end of the world. But because they're segregated like this, you might be able to get a kill. Because they got a lot of distance to close. Yeah, they're dead now. They've admitted their fate. This is a mistake from them. They're up 2 levels, and they are killing themselves. Oh, I was going to say, and you get the item. No, they blew both the items. Okay. Yeah, this is 100% a mistake from them. Yep, Ghost still dies. Oh, maybe not. Oh, oh no. Okay, we still got one. Oh my gosh. Did we take protected on 10? Okay, we did. I will remind myself to talk about that. Because we took protected, we didn't have shield charge to friends and shield charge cooldown at 10. It reduces the cooldown, so you would have been able to charge and slow her 1 more time right here in this gap close to get the kill before he got out. But not the end of the world. We still got a kill. So, okay, so this is our comeback. We need to get our map cleaned up. We need to get 16s, right? So effectively, the game is even outside of structures, right? We are able now to get equal amount of toys. I guess they'll have +1 on us, right? I don't know if anyone's holding a turret. I didn't see. No. So they'll have. There's our turret. Okay. So yeah. So we definitely want to make sure that if we're fighting for this turret, that we're able to get it. We're showing that there's at least 1 top, so they shouldn't be able to invade us. So it's a good idea. Good luck. Good bush check. So looking at this, yes, this is an amazing opportunity. So as much as we are slightly afraid of them clumping because they've got, you know, leap plus Archon and then hoppity hop, our clumps are so much better. Between Gravo and Stukov and Deathwing, we love chokes. So if they're gonna fight in this choke, this is absolutely worth fighting for. Okay, Ghost has now put himself on an island. I want to in comms. There needs to be literally everyone kill Joe. Because Joe's going to push D here, and you shatter throw, and Joe dies. Why didn't we taunt Joe? This is... Taunt. 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 That's a... Yeah. use your 10-second cooldown or 16-second cooldown, whatever, for the minute AoE, so that way they can't AoE out of Gazlowe. Like, this is free. And if it's not free, they end up blowing, they said, their falling sword. Yeah, that's really sad. Because now W-Star dies. Oh my gosh. Save. Okay, and so instead of fighting at the point, in the choke, where we have the strength, we threw all of our buttons over here, and we don't have anything worth fighting for anymore. Yeah, we need to leave. Oh, Joe falling sworded in. Now you kill Joe. There you go. Maybe one more? We still have taunt? No, we don't have anyone in range. Oh, also the healing item didn't get picked up. Hopefully, yeah, good job. Whoever saw that, props to you. So we effectively got a kill, got a healing item. We did lose a building. Not the end of the world. 17 versus 18. We're still in this, but we really need to make sure that our we're finding picks, or when we wombo, we get multiple kills with our wombo. So you guys have acknowledged, hey, it's the point's bottom. We can't really do much with the bottom point. We should try and look for top. And since you're looking for top, you might be able to find somebody who's out of position for top. Here they come. They're fighting us. Deathwing's not in the air, so this might be a 4v5. That's unstoppable. There's that. No healing item for... Oh, we got it. Oh, my gosh. Falling swords out. That's so unfortunate. If we're... Yeah. Hey, there's the shadow throw. Did you take armor? Okay. What the heck happened over here? You guys found Sonya? Okay. So if you're planning on taking this fight here and doing a 5v5 type thing, you have to proactively tell Deathwing to get in the air. Because Deathwing isn't a real global, right? Like, Deathwing has to get up. So as soon as, like, you get some chip damage and you see they're coming, either you're ganking them on the come up, or you're getting Deathwing to fly in the air so you can respond. Because right now you're going to get collapsed on. Like, obviously we saw it happen, right? Like, as soon as Apple shows up, like, this should be, okay, we need out. But, like, the Sonya's engages have been on point of being able to make your life really hard. And so, like, we traded Diva Mech for Gazlowe. Deathwing has waddled up, right? Like, and isn't really able to hit things. Like, that's good damage on Diva. Oh, that's how IT Cowboy dies, is because you guys fight down here. You get the stun. Yeah, Cowboy literally, like, killed himself. Didn't realize that you had Calamity. So, okay, well, we trade that for that. Deathwing dies. Oh, he gets away. Nice. So, yeah. Again, like, it feels like we're making the right, like, headspace calls, but we're not executing them well, and so it's resulting in our deaths. So 18s versus 20s. They get this item. Or do they? How many people did they send here? 3? Wow. That was very foolish of Joe. Let's back this up. So the only reason that we get this kill is because they didn't do it as a team. Right? If they come here as a team, let's just do everyone vision for a second. Right? Look where Apple goes. The Diva doesn't participate in this. And so because they did this split, you got a 3v3 fight with the person who does not care if they stun, do anything to him, a person that has the best ability to kill Joe, and burst damage. They, like, yeah. And the fact that, like, that barely missed. Like, you had the kill there with your your repulsion wave, right? Wave of force. But just magically juked it. So this should have been out. But everybody loves level 20 falling sword. So I got to go back in for damage, and I die. Right? That was foolish. They shouldn't have tried trading. They're up a lot. Just take your loss. This The objective, again, isn't worth that much, right? Like, yes, they're going to get it, but we need to clean up and get 20s, right? Like, let's get all of our soak fixed. Let's get our lanes fixed. Oh, I've got everyone vision on. Apologies. So we're looking here. We're looking here. D.Va's feeling pretty safe. We're not 20s yet. Now we have 20s. Okay, everything's even. They're showing top. They're still down Joe, so they're giving this for a little bit. They might give it all together just because Joe's down. We're going to siege. They took the health camp. Right, they're doing everything they can since Joe's missing. Man, our 20s are disgusting. Like, I forgot that we have the Gaslow 20 as well. Okay, so after they took the health camp, something should have been dinging in your head of like, hey, they're not coming to us. Like, they're not coming to the objective. And so I'm glad you guys said, hey, if they're not going to come, let's take a building. But trading this building for this building is not worth. So, obviously, this building's just gone. Like, as much as Deathwing has landed here, like, Deathwing can't stop it. Like, you can slow it down. But, like, they're out. So, they got the building. They're happy. And you guys, and they're gone. Did they make a mistake here? How did they not get out? Okay. The falling sword is bad. There's like this falling sword does nothing. I don't know what that was. The Wombo misses. Sweet Clump. We have turret. Tassadar dies in collateral damage. Hoppity Hop is awkward. It's probably... Oh, it's not level 20 upgrade Hoppity Hop. Oh my gosh, you guys are all over the place. Okay, well, we got our kill. We got our thing. We're happy. Stay healthy. And then see if we can get another pick. Get our camp. There's Joe, RT Cowboy. That was awkward. Pull the chain pullback. And oh, she's out though. Okay, they're on the objective. Once again, the objective after letter C on the objective, this is when it starts actually being able to win you the game. Right? Like this objective can, especially if the bottom fort is down, can easily take the keep while supported. So this is when the objective actually starts to matter and have impact. So they're currently short a player, right? Tassadar's dead, and someone's on the point. Like, feel free to just blow somebody up here. Like, we're running away. Like we're scared of them when they should be afraid of us because they're down 2 players from that fight there. Right, now we recognize it. There it is. She's dead. Oh, almost. Okay, so instead... Let's see. Obviously, D.Va's not the target we really want to kill in those scenarios, but just forcing out any of the saves, anything you can, because you have a taunt short cooldown is usually worth. Okay, so we went on the D.Va instead of the Sonya, and then W-Star's running for life. The heals from Space Boop are on point. Okay, so again, now when they're in the Protector's a great time to look for a kill, because that means that they don't have players on the board showing. We're currently fighting the Protector. Sonya again on the backside. I don't know if Sonya has Leap or not, but that seems like a very aggressively positioned Sonya. Yep, Sonya should die for that. I don't know what Sonya was doing there. Maybe thought they can jump into the Protector very quickly. We really don't want to be fighting anymore. We got our pick. We need to wait for our buttons. Okay, buttons are back. So we just saw Falling Sword was used. We can look for something there. That's right. We need to stay healthy. They correctly got out of the Protector. A lot of teams don't do this. Like, the Protector, when you're trying to do like a 5v5 fight, think of it as a mobile bunker. Right? Just use it for bunker. Jump in, cast some abilities, jump out. Right? They actually did that, which is impressive. A lot of teams do not actually use the bunker portion of it. So, but right now, you guys are capitalizing on it. Not only are they down a player, they have 2 players inside the thing, so they can't protect anyone. Oh, you got glove, power gloved. A lot of damage. Silence puddle. Deathwing's trying to get in the air, get some cooldown. Power glove. Scion's Puddle might get the low blow kill. Nope. Deathwing. Here we go. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought we had a kill there for sure. And that's a lot of zone at the wall. I don't know if we... Unstoppable's good. Oh my gosh, that Diva Bomb was actually really bad. Oh, she got it back off. I was like, make sure life is going to die. Alright. Holy crap, these are the most chaotic fights ever. Sonya should have leap here. And Beluga's dead. We're taking a little bit of core pressure just because of the top lane. That's... Oh my gosh. This isn't looking good. Okay. They're walking into our fire, walking into our stuns. So the one good thing right now is you have two of the best anti-siegers in the game. Like, our core is really low. Like, this is part of, like, the lack of macro and our early game mistakes. But you have two of the best anti-siegers in the game between Ming and Gazlo. So you might be able to save the game. There, Nano Archon, or whatever it's called. Archon. That Falling Sword did nothing. I don't... Alright, there goes Deathwing. We're trying. We're slowing him down. Our team will be back in 16. Whoo, doggy! Did you wombo him back into your missiles? That is absolutely huge. You needed to get a couple kills here. Deathwing's dead. No, you lined him up. I thought you did the R into the push, but you still got it. Well done. We got our kill. Obviously, we do need to answer core, but because you guys put up the defense, they weren't able to win there despite being 3 dead. And so what are they doing? They're taking whatever they can do on the map at this point, right? So they're going to go for the camp. We do camps. Our turret camp is, yeah, as I say, that's, unfortunately, we did the camps maybe in the wrong order. Like, this camp isn't that important, but Deathwing wasn't alive either, so we don't really force a 5v5, but, like, this is, the turrets and the toys are much more valuable. We are looking to force now, though. We do have a global, so if they're out of position, this could be, oh my gosh, this could be a huge choke. It just depends on how it lands, right? Like, if we're able to get the Falling Sword to come out, and we're able to, like, land all of our garbage between Deathwing and Gazlo, like, this could be a 4 or 5 man team wipe. But, like, if we're not able to get our stuff off because Diva's here, like, bouncing on our team or zones us off with the self-destruct, like, this is really dangerous. Do we have to force this all in? It's even. It's worth fighting. I guess so. Like, we're strongest in a choke. They're out of choke. I guess it's worth trying. They're not all here. Where's their 5th? Did Sonya just res or something? Because if they're not all here, this is 100% we need to be here. Take the 5v4. So no one's showing on the map. We see the task wall. We see 3. Like, you guys definitely, as soon as you had vision, were jumping on this regardless of how many people you saw. But there is no Sonya here. Let me do my everyone vision real quick. Did Sonya just res? Or did Sonya go home? Maybe Sonya just resed? I know you got the kill. Yeah, Sonya just res. So you guys are looking for a good offensive fight while you're still up a player. Excellent. Well done, well done. Force that fight while they're still down a player. Alright, let's see what happens. So, Deathwing doing Deathwing things. Diva being annoying in the back. That saves Medic, but that should kill... that one. That should be a dead task 2. Resets are keeping Ming alive here. There you go. More resets. Well done. We got 3. And I absolutely love that you guys said we got 3. Push. Right? They have the They have no DPS, and their best anti-sieger is in Diva. Oh my gosh, and you might just low blow her to death here. Oh my gosh! How... I thought you had her. Definitely take the building. See if we can find a kill here. If we get a pick, we 100% win. I don't know if we win without a pick. We have no minions yet. Oh! Oh! Baby Diva! She got him. Alright. So we staggered her death. Oh my gosh, this is going to be really close. The minions are coming. Stukov took the level 20 heal. Yeah. Okay. You guys should be able to live long enough to do this. Yeah, you guys got it. Good freaking job. Oh man. All right. This is 100% a mixture of them not respecting your stuff here, as well as like I don't know. I don't want to call it a throw, but like they definitely did not have to fight for this once they saw the invade was coming, especially since they were down a player. Like they're up all over the map. They already have core damage, right? Like this is just a very foolish fight for them and a great heads up play from you guys to take that 5 versus 4. Right? Let me back up. I guess I'll just see the end. Is there anything super cool at the end here? Oh, W Star dodges the thing. There you go. Alright, that's the end. Okay, let me quickly back up to that team fight again, and so I can see a little bit more of what happened. Because it felt like... despite us taking Shattering Throw, we like never actually like killed Joe with it. Which is fine if like the whole thing that Joe ended up doing instead of actually playing the game is just you spent the time running away. Okay. So W Star throws all of his stuff out this way towards Vac. Definitely puts the tank low, forces the healing item. Wombo hits Medic. Medic's too far forward. Cleanse comes out and saves Medic. Beluga's sitting here on Apple. Ghost is just dead. He already used Falling Sword to try and save a friend. Did we just use it there and I missed it? Yeah, Sonya was dead. So this is a very good invade. I'm trying to see when your Shattering Throw gets used, because I feel like I didn't see it get used. Joe popped Unstoppable. Joe popped all of her stuff. Falling Sword's still available. Falling Sword gets used. Okay, you used it here. There's nobody. There's nobody to use it on. But you threw it anyway, just in case Joe had D. Yeah, they just came into this too late. And then Tess is dead. Taunt secures a kill, and then we get one more. Yeah. Whew. Talk about a crazy comeback. So, first thing I'll say is if this is your map pick, you need to have a plan for how you're going to manage your early game until your 10s come online. Right? Like, your team was definitely more all-in than pick this game. As much as you had the opportunity or the ability to do pick, you guys really synced a lot more on Gravel Bomb, Deathwing type stuff, instead of looking for those isolated picks with Varian. And that's fine. Just something to be aware of what your choices were. The other thing is if you're going to play, like I said, if you're going to play this map, it's okay to play team fighty, right? It's okay to play for fighting on these points. You can draft a comp for it, but just watch out that a lot of teams, especially like even all 3 protectors, people will just ignore them and push elsewhere, right? Like they got this building and all of this core damage came from them split pushing and getting stuff done. The other big thing is we need to watch our early game. We took a lot of fights pre-4 before Varian was taunt. We took at least 2 fights there that ended up getting people killed. And then we took a couple fights where we weren't together or it was 10s versus 9s. Like, just being aggressive, looking for kills and stuff when we just didn't have the talents or we didn't have the levels. So, play to your strengths, look at your power spikes, be aware of what they're doing, and if you're map picking Volskya, make sure you guys have a plan from the beginning of we're playing for the objective while so-and-so pushes, we're looking for picks while so-and-so is doing this, or we're all ending on the objective, and we're going to win the objective because we've got all the items and stuff, because we specifically, grabbed this camp, then 5-man this camp, then came down, right? Like, you got to play one way or the other. It felt like we were very split, as well as potentially communicating between Vac and X who's going to be the quote-unquote off lane. Definitely Vac ended up being more off-lane-ish just because of the ability to global, which is fine. At least we used it. Just something to be aware of if we're what our 4-man versus our DPS structure is to get kills. So let's take a look at talents real quick. So Molten Blood's fine because you got the armor plates. Yeah, it's Q build, reduction cooldown, fear, Q. And level 7, Awaken of a God. I forget what your level 20s are. I don't think there's anything super special here. Yeah, that's fine. Getting all level 7 talents is fun. So, yeah, I don't think this would be very helpful. Like, it's cool. It's like, but like, I don't know. Like, it's not bad, especially if you're trying to wombo. It can be really good. But, like, you were jumping in on top of their team. So, being able to actually, like, jump in and do damage is huge. To be able to help initiate or put pressure on that backline on that medic. So I like it. Typical W build. Universal Carrier. Hold on. Okay. So we did take the armor talent, which they do have a lot of melees, or physical attacks, so that's fine. We took refunds, so more ease. Okay. So this is like the training wheels talent for Stukov, and it's actually it's not good. So you reduce the healing. Yes, it can continually spread, right? But it continually spreads through the duration of the timer. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean like it stays on forever. Like, we might be able to watch it here as it spreads. Right? Like, yes, it bounces back and forth, but it's not going to keep bouncing back and forth forever. It's going to, once it ticks off, it ticks off. You see what I mean? So, like, it's one of those things that, like, it looks like it stays on forever, but it doesn't. Let me get rid of the talent so we can launch your cooldowns. So, UQ, it bounces, right? It bounces, and then you popped it, right? So, like, you're effectively, for a lot of these, especially being so deathballed, you're just hurting your own healing. Like, it'd be different if, like, the healing, like, never disappeared or never went away. But that's not how it works, right? Like, it's not continuously bouncing back and forth between Ming and friends, right? It'd be a lot different if the fights were so spread that you got to keep getting it rebouncing. So, this talent tends to be either Super Strain or Pox Populi. So Super Strain is absolutely great into like Diablo and other heroes that have that effectively have lots of CC because it triggers on every instance of CC. So whenever they're healed, stunned or rooted, you get 740 health. That's a lot. That is a lot of health, right? And so like if Joe condemns, 740 health. If Medic boops, 740 health. If Sonya leaps or spears, 740 health. Diva mech bop, 740 health. It doesn't have an internal cooldown. As long as you have a Q on someone, it will keep triggering until your Q runs off, right? So that's potentially 5 seconds, right? 5 seconds that can be or almost 5 seconds that it can be sitting on somebody for. It's effectively not a cleanse, but it's effectively a burst heal when you try to kill me type of button if you go Super Strain. And then Pox Populi is cool because a lot of the time you want the big heal, but then like you lose your heal from everybody else. And so this lets you get your big heal back without necessarily losing your trait or losing your heal. So it's pretty good. This one is maybe an ARAM talent. I don't even know if I'd take it an ARAM. Like I said, it sounds really good because of the continual spread, but it doesn't like live forever. It'd be a lot different if it could stay forever. So, yeah. So, and then I think the 20 here is fine because since you went controlled swipes, I don't know when you hit 20s. Obviously, this, I don't know. Now that I think about it, it's not the mouth talent. I thought this was the mouth one. This is different. I thought it's more healing when you're above it. This heals more when the target you're healing has more health. So it's actually not great. The controlled chaos tends to be really, really good because what you can do is you can, at level 10, use all of your swipes, like bam, 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 use all 3 swipes, then pick your level 20, and you instantly gain 2 charges of it. And then you're able to help flap away the team or flap away what you need. Definitely you flapped away a couple of the bombs that would have killed your team. That was good. Be able to help get some peels on the Sonya, what was good. So, yeah, just something to be aware of. It helped. Like, I definitely think that this helped you get some kills, but the bonus healing doesn't really do much unless they're over 30%. Well, they're over, right? They have to be above 60% of their health, so it doesn't heal more. This is a, like, prevent poke type of talent, right? Like, you're not going to get poked down because you're going to be topped off. Let's look at Gazlo. I think Gazlo was fine. I saw all the explodium turrets. Bum, 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 bum. Multiple enemies. Spell power could have been really good. Oh, it's not. It doesn't buzz. It's just yourself. Yeah, this is fine. This is the easier one, more damage. Yep, and yep. Okay, good stuff. Ming things. Okay, so obviously I'll let you play your way. If you're playing strictly for a one-shot, right, you're going to throw all your buttons at one person and have them blow up. This doesn't add more damage. This helps you for poking, which again isn't bad. Just it doesn't help you achieve your one-shot. This helps you achieve your one-shot. It's bonus 215 damage, period. So if you're like throwing all of your buttons at a taunt, this has a chance to kill someone more than the CDR of an orb. Right? So just think about what the team's composition, how you're going to be using the orbs, how you're going to be getting kills. But taking Q here means that the person dies sometimes compared to CDR. Calamity, obviously, that does a lot of damage. It's also really risky. You ended up taking the shield talent that goes with it, which I'm glad you did. Well, that's teleport range. You didn't take the shield. This is just... Well, yeah, obviously this is huge because if as soon as Sonya leaps on you, your leaps back up. So I agree with the defensiveness of this rather than glass cannon. You would have been absolutely destroyed. So obviously this does more damage. Seeker also does more damage, right? Because like basic attacking a target recently hit by magic missile does a bonus damage, right? And if you're blinking in to do more bonus damage, Seeker's really good also at doing more damage on a single target where you don't have to into your positioning. So you don't have to go Q here, but just food for thought on like picking why are you picking what you're picking. So I like the idea of Wave of Force. It gets you a lot of disruption, a lot of peel, can get kills. Again, if you're playing more pick-oriented, where you want a single kill, right, like during a taunt duration, this does more damage, right? Like, just flat out, it does more damage, and you can be at a position to throw your beam to get kills. So this is, like, displacement, interfering, saving yourself, can make some cool plays. This is just guaranteed damage, right? So, obviously, I absolutely agree with this. You need to live, and then this is the more damage talent, right? So I'm good with Mirror Ball. I think it's probably the right talent 99% of the time. One of the things that you may not know about Ming is the orb range talent here. If you take the more orb range here, this actually tends to get people to do less damage because Mings are so used to your Q and your W have the exact same range, right? Like you can kind of see it right there. They have the same radius. as soon as you take the bigger range on 7, your orb now flies farther than your Q, so they're out of sync. And so when you're trying to get kills, you may not get kills because you're anticipating to be thrown at different ranges. So, Varian, okay. I 100% agree with Overpower. That's the best talent for Taunt. Taunt's good. Okay. This talent here, I understand you're into blinds. This is super like controversial for everybody. Like these 3 talents between this and Victory Rush, like these are the 2 talents that you pick. You know, you can watch Bad Benny and a couple other HGC pros that live by Lionheart. They're like, this is the talent, this is what you pick. Like it gives me healing, it gives me range. I can heal off the range, and I don't have to be in to heal. But Victory Rush is like a guaranteed heal, right? Like you just have to toggle it yourself. Second Wind is only for like Wind Blades. So the amount of healing this will do will be more than this. It's guaranteed. But like if you for some reason aren't toggling this, or you don't think you're going to be able to use this in combat, right? Because like effectively when you're in combat and you taunt someone like and you get chunked, as soon as you get chunked you just instantly get healed. So it helps you keep up more than like hypothetical slow sustained healing, because 75% of the damage done, your Q at level 23 does 370 damage. So 75% of 370 is what, 200? So you heal for 200 every Q. This does 863 health. So, okay. I highly don't like Shield Wall into their composition. Shield Wall is the talent you pick when you go, oh crap, I'm going to get Pyroblasted. Oh crap, I'm going to get Wombo comboed, and I can't move. That's not what this team is. Right? Like, the Diva Bomb isn't that scary. Warbringer reduces the cooldown, so that means you have more ease up, and you can reposition with it. So if you are stuck next to a Diva Bomb, you can charge to one of your teammates to get out. So unless it's truly, I'm going to get one shot and I can't live, Warbringer. The other thing that sucks is if you take Shield Wall, you lose a W charge, which means that this talent can no longer be used for damage. Because every time you taunt, you want to be pushing W, because that's going to instantly trigger your overpower, and it does 40% more damage. So if you charge, Q, auto, taunt, W, auto, it's a huge chunk of burst damage, right? You do 308 bonus spell damage, right? And that's going to be increased by 40%. So taking Shield Wall means you've just cut your damage in half, because you can't really use this anymore for damage. You have to use it for protection, and that's not great either. Shattering Throw 100% into Joe. Just, if you're going to be doing it, make sure you're actually on Joe. So, I understand it does damage, but I don't agree with armor at all here. Number one, you have Stukov took by armor, right? Like, you already have the armor talent, so you don't need an armor banner. They don't do enough physical damage. It's not a Greymane. It's not a Zul'jin. It's not Vala. Like, no. You have a Ming. You have a Deathwing. You have a Gazelle. You have a Blow-Up Con. It's spell power. You 100% want to take spell power. You know what's also cool about spell power banner? It increases healing. This is 100% the talent this game. I would probably say spell power is the right talent most games. It has the shortest cooldown, which means you can spam it more, right? And it gives you the most damage. So you as the tank now do more damage because of this. Because your spell power banner, guess what? It triggers off of your heroic strike because it does spell damage. And then yes, Glory to the Alliance is the right choice. It makes your team potentially a death ball. Now you have 1.5 healers. So, all right, I think I roasted everyone enough. Great job, guys. Way to make a comeback happen out of nothing. This is Rock. I'll catch you on the next one.